Peace.
It's like, aren't you embarrassed? Do you know what I mean? Like, do you know what I mean?
Guy, Olua Tim is eating the jollof rice. Go on, my boy.
Do you know what I mean?
Go on.
Do you know
You're
what
not
I mean?
embarrassed.
It's true though.
Come on.
It's so true. Like,
bro
that's like,
said it.
Your dreams and ambitions will take you out of the hood, cause you know what's better. A life of vibes and bliss, or the one where the OGs apply that pressure. But that don't mean they respect ya. Nah, I never took notes in that lecture.
Yo, guys, and welcome back to episode 9. Wow, that's crazy. Episode 9 of the CrunchTime podcast. Obviously, as always, you're joined by myself, Manny.
And your boy TJ.
Come on, we still out here. We live and direct. Thank you so much. It's actually crazy. We're nearly, 3 months away from
a year.
Wow,
Crazy.
wow.
It's actually flown by, bro.
Exactly.
Like, yeah.
And especially because it's been like a monthly thing as well. It's been nice. It's been nice to keep coming back every month like this. So
love it. And as always, thank you for the views, the likes, the comments, all of that.
You guys been helping us out. We've been seeing the Instagram, the TikTok, even the YouTube as well. Like, we really appreciate it because
shorts.
A lot of engagement coming. So you know what? Keep posting and keep commenting, keep sharing, all that lovely stuff, man. But
Exactly. But as always, we'll jump straight into the question of the month.
Let's go.
So I'm gonna. So I don't know what you'll say about this one. So hopefully it's
best be good, lad.
Yeah. So your friend takes you to a casino and gives you £50 to gamble with, basically.
Oh.
So you're at the casino. He's giving you.
I've given
you 50 quid.
Sure.
To gamble with.
Just
you
for
win.
Gambling.
What?
Just for gambling.
Yeah, just for gambling.
I can't buy refreshments.
Well,
sorry, that's not the question.
Let me speak the question.
I'm sorry.
Let me
my
speak
bad.
the question.
I'm already thinking about realistics.
Bro, I've not finished it, and you're already waste man.
Shut up.
Your friend takes you to a casino and gives you £50 to gamble with.
Okay.
You win 100,000.
Huh?
Yeah.
That's a lovely.
How much do you give to them? Do you either give them 50,000, so you split it, because obviously he's giving you, you know what I mean?
He gave
or
me the
£50, because that's obviously what he's giving you, or 1,000, or nothing, or all of it. What do you do? What do you do? I know my answer already. If it was you, I'd give you the 50 quid back and just rip from there.
Just you alone. I might just give you nothing. No. I would. I think it'd just be harsh. It'd be like, oh my God, I've won so much money, and be like, oh yeah, by the way, here's your 50.
Yeah,
by the way. You have a good night. Pat on the back and whatever. It's between the 1,000, because then I'll be like, listen, bro, you gave me 50. Let me bless you.
100 though, like 100.
100K. Yeah, not even just 100.
And you're giving
100K.
them 1K.
It's either that or, I think I would assume that I'd be like, listen, I'll give you 50K, and they'll be like, no, that's too much. That's too much. I say, are you sure? Are you sure? Okay, here's a K.
Well, here's the 50.
Here's the 50 back.
Here's a young 50 and hold
it. I'd suggest it, because some people are like, no, actually, that's too much, and I'll be like, hey man, listen, you do deserve this. Without you, I wouldn't even be 100K up. You tell me 100K from £50. That's a good day.
In all seriousness, I think I'd go half. I would
suggest the half, like,
and then.
And if they don't,
depending how you react, I'll go. From there,
like if you're there, like, oh no, allow it, man, allow it. I'm like, okay, here's a K then. Like you clearly don't want 50K. Let me be nice to give you a K. Mad, that's crazy though.
But why are you going to a casino without money anyway? Like, why have you got to be lended the 50 quid? Like, that's a background of the story. But,
yeah. Turns out there's a whole complex story behind it. So basically, you've had to go to the. I don't know. Yeah, no. Going to a casino without any money is also wild.
Yeah,
that's like hello.
It is wild. I think I wouldn't even be in that situation. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'd have to, and if that did happen, I'd have to go 50.
Yeah. I'd have to go 50K. You know, might be like, here's your money. They say, bro, let go, bro. Let go of.
Mad.
Nah,
that's sick though, because you've done nothing, and because that 50 quid you're given, it's like free money. It's not yours.
It's not your money,
and you're at a casino, like
at an establishment.
Do you know what I mean? There's like 80% chance, 90% chance that you're gonna lose it all. Like.
Yeah, exactly.
And even if you go up, you're just gonna continue.
It's a very slim chance that you're going in with 50 and coming out with 100K. And also the casino's already eyeing you up saying, yeah, this man's cheating.
As soon as you make 100k, they're on you, bro.
They say he's got cards. Check his sleeves.
The house always wins. You know
the house, yeah, terrifying actually. Now to come think of it.
Yeah, I've never actually seriously gambled that much.
Have you ever gone to?
Yeah, I've gone to casinos before, but never gambled that much. I used to gamble quite bad with football, and then it got to a point where I just like
them little Akka, like Chinese Super League, kind of like from 1p to £1, £1 to £10.
Yeah,
I remember that at college. A lot of people were doing that. It was like from 1p to £1 to 10 to. So someone got to 150 with that before, and it was like doing the random Chinese Super League, Scottish Premiership. It was like. I was like, how are you doing this?
How's your knowledge like
How
that?
are you that? Yeah. But I think that was just pure luck because now, you know, they live a good life.
A life you would like to live, is that what
No, I'm good, bro. I like my life here.
Just
doing the
gambling.
podcast, yeah.
just gambling.
Of course.
But yeah, no, let us know what you guys do. I think we decided what we'll do. I think it depends on the friend as well. Could be a stranger. I'd be there like, well, not a stranger, like just someone you.
Yeah,
you know,
if you're getting £50 from a stranger, you know they're defo not gonna walk away unless you give them all of it, because they'll be like, "Give my money back," and also give me yours now. Jesus.
It's mad to think that 100k is probably not even. Obviously, it's still quite a lot amount of money, but
in this current climate,
Because if you got 100k and you're giving 50 away, 50k is still not like. Obviously, it's a massive amount. I'm not gonna say no to it.
Yeah. Good Samaritan over here. I'll take my 50 back. It's fine. I'll just take my 50. It's fine. You use the rest. Honest. Yeah. Shut up, bro. I know you're saying, well, give my money, bro. I know.
We're like, that's 50 for half in it then, yeah?
You best be half in that, bro. Yeah, remember that time?
And you would always just, from like, always you'd be there. Like, remember when I got you up? Like,
yeah. Without me, you wouldn't have that right now. Yeah. 50k as well. Yeah, that's blessed.
But yeah,
let us know what you guys think as well. Like we said, I think
interesting.
It is. I think some people are actually saying I wouldn't give them anything, and I'll be interested to ask them why. Do you know what I mean? Like why
they don't rate him.
Why you like this? Why you like this? You know what I mean?
They don't rate him. If you're not giving half or any, like I think if you give them nothing, you don't rate that person.
If you're giving them the 50 back, you are
you're boys. Like, £50.
Yeah. If you're giving them 50, you're my man. Then £50 back.
Do you know what I mean?
Nah, I would question a lot even with that.
If you don't give any of them, then
then it's like, well, let's cut this tie now. You know what I mean? Allow it.
Anyway, but I believe you've got a thread for us, switching up a little bit.
I do today. See, I think
I'm excited for this one.
It's a nice little mix because normally we'd be like, things that annoyed us that let's not get into that this month.
We're talking about public transport, man.
No, not even public transport. Just listen. Anyway, let's move on. Let's move on. But this one I saw online, and it said, so imagine. You've been holding like your in this one it says imagine holding your girl down, but just imagine holding down your partner during all their hardships, and then they say this. There's a little text message side here. Let me do the voices. So my man so obviously they start with, "Hey baby." Reply, "Yeah baby." And then you get I just realized something. What is it, my love? During all my hard times you were by my side. When I lost my job, you were here. When I got sick with cancer, you were here. When my mother passed away, you were here. When my house burnt to the ground, you were here with me. And when my business failed, you were by my side. They reply, "Yeah, baby, I will always be there for you." And then you open your phone and you get this reply back. "No, I think you bring bad luck." What are you doing? Like, what are you? What? Yeah.
Wait, I went through it then. What?
Bro.
So she basically just said to all of what he said, basically bigging her up, etc.
Yeah.
No,
it's
you bring bad luck.
Actually, through all of that, you're the main reason. I lost my job, basically got sick with cancer. Mum passed away. You know what I mean? Like, house got burned to the ground. It's you.
She's blaming it all on him.
And what's funny is this thread. It was so funny because what I liked about it, someone was already like, yeah, she got a horoscope of the day, and this is where it's come from. She's just kind of like,
your partner brings bad luck.
Yeah. really, really review the people around you. And she must have woken up and said, yeah, it's defo him. But what would you do though? Like after all the times of you've helped them out, because if her house burnt down, she's lost items already. You know, you're having to look
And
after
you're there
this
for
person.
her.
There,
You're literally there,
holding her hand when, like, you know, mum, like, I'm like, you've gone through it with this person.
And why is it taking you this long to think, yeah, this guy's bad luck?
Exactly.
My man said she's gone through everything,
Exactly.
blaming death,
Like,
job losses,
job loss.
companies,
Like, she
all
got
of
sick
that.
with cancer, and apparently it's like
That's
she's still
his fault.
fighting through. Respect, but then she's then saying, nah, it's actually you. Like, my man's in the back doing like juju or black magic or something. Like, what do you mean?
But it's took her now. Like, it's literally.
Yeah.
It's,
She says
it's yeah.
it's one of them ones. It's either she's listened to the horoscope, or someone said, or it's either she's got that group of friends who are like, it's him, ick. When I read that, I said, you're taking it too far. Like, that's some people.
Were
are
any
just
comments
like,
juicy? Were anything commently?
Yeah.
Were any of the comments juicy?
Were the comments
Man said
I said,
commently.
Crazy. Yeah, it was just like she threw away someone that would ride for her. Like,
Yeah.
I don't even understand.
That's
the
her
concept.
ride to die.
That's it. Yeah.
Yeah. That's literally her ride to die.
Like holding it down since day one, and then it's like, oh no, you know what? It's actually you. I think I'm good. You bring me this negative, bad energy, stay far away. Like, what do you mean? After all that we've gone through, there was who else said
hardship.
something?
You know what I mean?
Yeah. She was like, there was someone else who was like, yeah, see the difference between females and guys. Like, with guys, they forget all the stuff you did. With females, they get money, spend on themselves, but the guys just get money and spend on females. Crazy. I'm like, my guy's just out here, and he's sending emojis like, yeah, baby, I'll be there for you. Heart eyes. And then
she just boom.
nah,
It's
you bring bad luck.
Literally, it's you.
I'm waking up in the morning and I say, huh? I still got morning breath and I'm seeing that in the morning. Like, that's crazy. I'm not, it was just, I saw it and I really was like, wow. Someone literally was just like, oh, she deserves what she gets. I don't even get what's going on anymore. Someone was literally, she deserves what she gets. Someone even said, hey, she might get chefed. And I was like, okay, that's a bit far. Like,
If I'd been through everything with her and then she tell me that I'm the bad luck, I don't know what I'm doing.
what are you doing? Like,
I
you
don't know
see the
what
text
I'm
in the
doing.
morning and then it's like, where do we go from here? Like, where do I go from here? I'm in my, you know, she's definitely like still in your yard because her house burnt down. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
Where are you? Like, where am I receiving this?
where
Am
am
I at home? She out?
Yeah,
What,
I think she's gone for a walk. She's clearing her head, and then she's like,
girl math.
I think, yeah, go out. Guy mouse is like, yeah, I'm doing
here.
a great job. I'm here, I'm present, and it's like, no, your presence is the problem.
Just you.
It's you. I think, yeah, we need to call it.
I would have to question so much. If I got that message, I have to question so much.
Of course.
I'd be speaking. We'd have to sit down and have a
like,
talk.
when did you first think this, love? Do you know what I mean?
What happened for you to go? It's taken this long.
Like, wait. Let me even just look at how many like situations she's gone through. She's
I think it was
gone
like
through.
7,
Right.
maybe a 6.
Lost my job, got sick with cancer, mother passed away, house burned down, and my 5. High five. You're telling me all 5 incidents. You're saying, yeah, nah, yes, you.
And none of them are his. Like, he is like. Do you know, like, if there was incidents where there was stuff where he could have done it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, he had influence.
Way different
But
situation.
there's none of that he had influence in. Like, you don't know about the job situation or about the house, but
What's my man doing
Yeah.
for her to lose her job?
yeah, exactly.
What rocks up and says, "Oh, like
Yeah,
I
innit?
don't."
You wouldn't do
even
that,
know.
would you? Do you know
yeah,
what I
it
mean?
makes no sense.
Imagine going to like turn up to your partner's job and like, sack
Calls
her.
the manager. By the way,
Yeah.
she's really bad. Like her work ethic,
I've caught
just
her.
out the
Do you
window.
know what I mean?
Of course,
I've caught her not working at home.
Of
do you know
course,
what I mean?
she's slacking off all the time. I swear. Like what? Even if it was the house, different conversation. If you burnt down my house,
I would have left already. Do
yeah,
you know what I
exactly,
mean? Yeah,
exactly.
yeah.
But yeah, and I'm just trying to go through that, and obviously like with them, like the situation with the mum as well. I'm like, you would have gone through that, and you're probably looking at this guy like, I think it's you. Like, that's crazy. My guy's there consoling, looking after you, like with the family, and you're like, he might be the saboteur. That is wild. That's like, yeah.
Oh, wild. No, that is, in that situation, because you've been through so much with her, like, you feel like your world's over because you're there like, well, what am I going to do? Like, I've been through everything with this woman.
Yeah.
And she's like telling me that.
You would have massive trust issues. Oh, yeah. Because then you'd actually be like, depending on who you are, this brother might be like, oh, wait, am I the problem? Is it me?
You'd question everything.
Yeah,
you couldn't. The next girl you get with,
yeah,
you're gonna be like everything you're gonna be worried about, everything you're gonna be doing. They're like, right, is this normal?
Is this good?
Is this normally out?
And then they're like, yeah, why are you doing this? Like, yo, all right, basically, my last ex, she basically said I was
everything
on
me.
Like I made her life bad. You know, lost her a job apparently. Yeah, weird. Weird energy, bro.
And I wouldn't. The thing is, it's girl math. Like,
it's girl math. There's girl math, there's boy maths, and then this maths. This math is not mathing. I tell you that.
Wild.
It's wild. Yeah.
Wild. But yeah, to jump on to kind of the next thing that we wanted to discuss is quite a worrying topic. Really, to be fair.
Oh, this is a new topic. Yeah. Okay, go on.
It's quite worrying. So,
yeah.
Scientists warn that Earth's vital signs are the worst in human history. Which is
that's it, guys. Pack up your bags. We're going to the moon. Yeah.
Or Mars. Depends. Depends.
I would like the moon, but yeah. Wait, what?
Yes,
that's wild.
So basically, Earth's vital signs are basically deteriorating and posing a dire threat to life on the planet, according to kind of a team of international scientists. So basically, their report reveals that 20 of the 35 crucial indicators tracking the climate crisis have reached record extremes, like record highs, record extremes, including greenhouse gas, global temperatures, and even sea level like rises has like come to a worrying level. And to say that there's 35 crucial and we're at 20, that's so, like...
Yeah, there's 35, and then they said, all right, so there's 15
left.
Like,
left until...
that are still in balance
until it's done.
Yeah.
And the report is an update of a 2009 study, which was endorsed by 15 scientists, basically underlying kind of the trajectory, how of like ongoing human activities will affect the world, basically. Jeez. So it's just an update from like 2019.
Yeah.
And basically scientists just urge people to stop sorting their shit out, basically, in other words.
Yeah.
They want to start phasing out fossil fuels, which is hopefully like a big thing that creates stuff. Enhancing forest protection, so hopefully making more greenery.
Yeah.
And even transition to plant-based foods, which is like one of the main things, or plant-based diets.
Yeah.
So basically everybody's going to be vegans.
Because it's so... Wow, that's crazy.
That's what it's basically saying.
Yeah.
And kind of starting kind of new coil projects, which kind of enhances different things to stop a lot of things. Also, which is quite controversial. Like, would you say it's controversial? Yeah, I would say it's controversial. They're basically saying that they're going to establish reducing the human population. So like they're going to have like a how they call it, agenda justice. So basically giving families planning,
like family planning,
to give like family plans how to kind of reduce these growth in humanity in education. So they're going to start educating children and women and etc.
Yeah.
Not to get pregnant so much, basically, in other words.
I think they need to speak to the man, them. I'm not going to lie. Like, you said that, and I'm like, no, it's the man. Some man are just, I'm like, yeah.
Bro,
like,
wow, that's crazy.
Yeah,
like 17 kids or something like that.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. And then my man's still here like, oh, no, I'm still finding myself. Like...
You mean like a man who's got like 14 baby mothers or something like that?
Yeah.
Like Nick Cannon. He's on like 9 in here or something like that.
Listen, the amount of bread he makes though, he was mindful of that.
At the same time though,
that's also...
I don't want that many children.
14.
Two's and...
You're like two,
I don't even know if two's enough. Like,
really? You would take like
none.
One?
I'm joking.
Just none?
I go through days, like I'm just there like...
Some days you're like, I
just can't. Like I could never do that. No, not even that. Just like some days I'm there like, don't even can have one. I And then some days they're like, yeah, I could have 2. And then some days I'm just like, no, I can't do it.
I mean, also if they're going around talking about like, so kids, this is a family planning 101. If you
This
take
is
out
what
your
we're going to
textbooks-
introduce into the world. We're going to reduce sex, basically.
I know in some countries there are some elements
Yeah.
of that. I'm not sure where in
I think
particular.
China, if I'm correct.
There was some.
Or it's definitely an Asian country
Yeah.
that has a reduced on how many kids you can actually
Have.
have.
Yeah.
I think it was like a ban on 2
Yeah,
at
I
the
think
time.
there
I don't know
was
if
a
that was
limit
still
of that.
happening now.
Yeah.
But I know it was happening. I know I've read that somewhere. Like it was like an Asian country or China or one of. But basically, they came and said, "Look, you need to stop."
Yeah, it
and I
does
think
make-
they had like a ban on 2 or something, which is like.
I think there was a limit.
what
You can only get
happens?
to 2. Yeah.
Like what happens? So what happens if she's pregnant again?
I don't even want to think about.
Do you know what I mean?
That's terrifying.
I know, but I'm just saying, like,
It
what
is
does
terrifying.
happen? Like,
Yeah.
because obviously, what must happen is that they'll, like, do they cut the eggs? It's not cut the eggs. They remove the eggs.
No, I think
not
they
too-
sterilize. I think they just like.
I'm not familiar with the
He says
I don't know how to explain
he's
it.
really like.
Is it ovaries? Ovaries, right?
Ovaries.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
bro.
what yeah.
Oh, bro.
I'm not very familiar
We're definitely
with that.
taking you to family planning 101. He said, "Is it the?" That's actually crazy.
But yeah,
But I think
Yeah.
so. Yeah, you would sterilize them. So like you the tube. Yeah.
yeah. So
it's all
it
them
must.
things.
What must happen then is you used to have your second child and then must do that. But
Probably.
going back to the whole thing in
or a
general,
vasectomy for the man. then.
it's in it or that.
Yeah.
But you're not giving birth though, are you?
But
as a
you-
man, so it might be different. That rule might be different. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, yeah.
But I knew it was like they were like limited to like 2 in some country. Don't know if that's still going on now. We'll have to look at that. But yeah, I mean, for me, that is very worrying. That study, very worrying.
20 out of 35 life signs, like potential things of this could be
Like
catastrophic.
the world is gonna mate. The other day, Derby, Midlands, where I live,
Oh yeah.
was
Derby.
flooded. Was flooded.
Derby.
was flooded. And
it's-
I've never seen like that where I live flooded. Like never before.
Yeah,
like,
you live in like a nice part
Bro-
as well. He lives in a nice part, ladies and
you.
gentlemen. If you didn't know, he lives in a nice part. My guy.
in the office. But yeah, no.
That's what. Wait, it
yeah,
got,
so like it was. So I was in London for a work conference on
Yeah,
the
yeah,
Friday
yeah.
when the rain happened. I
Yeah.
left London at 1 p.m. I got home at 8:30. That's how flooded Derby was.
really
Yeah,
what?
no trains were going there.
What,
all
what
tracks.
about your car? Was it like?
Well, where I park,
Yeah.
like at work, where our office is, it's like on a hill, so it's quite high.
Sure.
But there's a riverbank next to where my office is, so that was high, but it wasn't high enough to like go to me. I was my
sweating.
thought, bro. My thought when I got back to my car was there like,
just got
imagine
injured.
I get my taxi back and it's just in water.
It's just absolutely submerged.
But yeah, no. But talking about it, I've never seen Midlands flooded that bad. Like,
Yeah.
And it just proves that sea levels are rising, and obviously the weather's that bad that it can affect cities and towns that don't normally get flooding like that. So imagine
Yeah.
the towns that get flooding.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
And
It's-
even the flash floods because of that. Because then some
Yeah.
things that just because all the climate and stuff is so
Bad.
it's deteriorating that then it gets to a point where then it's like flash flood in Derby. You've never
It's flooded a little bit before, but not like this. Like,
but
if you
not
get-
like
yeah,
a seaside town or something. do you
Yeah,
know what I mean?
Seaside towns, you know, is going to happen, but like in the middle of the blooming country, it's like
Right deep in the middle, like
yeah, it was wild. I literally took me 7.5 hours to go. It was like every train when we were getting on it was like, cancelled. Or like
They get a bit away and then they're like, yeah, you know what?
the amount of trains I took to
Packing
different
up.
destinations was crazy. And then eventually when we got to the last station, we had to get a taxi back from there.
Yeah.
And as I got to the station, it was like over the tunnel, it was like, no more trains are departing or arriving at this station. As I stepped off our train,
That's
I was there like,
bliss. Imagine if
like,
they stopped
yeah.
you halfway on the track and they're like,
bro, I'd
yeah.
have to get a hotel in like Leicester or something, because that's where like one of our connecting trains were.
No, so
And then I would have
you went
to-
to Leicester just to get.
So I went from St Pancras.
Yeah.
Got to St Pancras, all trains closed. All trains shut. Then we were there like the tunnel was there like you can get to London Euston.
Yeah,
Bear in mind, I was already in Bexley Heath, so I've gone from Bexley Heath, which is like Kent,
Lad.
to St Pancras,
Lad.
St Pancras to London Euston,
Lad.
and then I went from Euston to well, the train that I was going on was supposed to go to Tamworth and was supposed to get a train from Tamworth to Derby.
Sure.
But then as we were on the train, it came over saying Tamworth, all trains are cancelled.
Yeah,
So we had to get off at Nuneaton to go Leicester. Then we had to wait an hour at Leicester to then get from Leicester to East Midlands. And as soon as we got to East Midlands, I was like, yeah, this is our last stop. And then the taxi was like forever. And then I couldn't get my taxi, couldn't take me to my car because all of Derby was just flooded.
No.
So I couldn't even get to my car. So I had to go all the way home and just sit wide awake in bed like, oh, my car's all right.
Yeah, you're like, I don't know what to do.
And then in the morning, I couldn't get a taxi even to my car. So eventually I got one. And he was telling me like last night he had to go through this and there was this. Like he was just saying it was like the whole town was like lock off.
And you didn't see your car for like a whole day after. So you're sweating in. That's why you couldn't
it was okay
sleep.
though. I knew it was okay.
Nah, but
I knew like it was quite high.
My
so.
guy's there holding her.
It's on like a hill, so we're all right.
Sure, yeah.
But it was weird because I knew Derby's train station was flooded, and that's literally where my car basically like our office is quite close to it. So I was there like. Doesn't give me much hope. But
you can just see that menacing water just going closer and closer to your car.
Trust me. That is like the worst thing to ever happen to your car. Like, so where the flooding was in Derby, there's a Jaguar garage. A Jaguar and Land Rover garage.
Like a Land Rover,
And that was full. I'll show you photos after. I'll put them here as well.
Yeah.
But sorry for the audio listen, but it was, imagine it was like a Jaguar and Land Rover garage, and it's because it's at the bottom of the hill where the flooding was happening. Every single brand new car was all like in the lot was all flooded. No. All of them flooded. I don't know how many cars, but they're like brand new, like Range Rovers, Land Rovers, Jaguars, all of them.
All them Explorers
and imagine how,
and stuff.
They're 4x4s, bro, and they were underwater. You could just see the tops of their roof.
It was deep. Oh, it was like
the road's still closed.
Yeah,
like not closed, but like it's normally 4 lanes. It's only 2 now.
Yeah,
'cause it's that bad.
That's mash up, bro.
Bro, it's crazy. So the world, I know the world's ending.
There you go.
These 20 signs out of 35 are here.
If you're seeing Range Rovers completely covered apart from the top,
but I mean that mainly just because of the rain we've had. We had like 3 months rain, a month rain within like 2 or 3 days or something like that.
That's intense, though.
And then obviously, imagine Midlands, the seaside towns that normally get it bad, like the red like warnings. There's like 4 people died or something, didn't they?
Gee, really?
Yeah, like 4 or 5 people died because of it.
Yo, that's mad as well. Actually.
It's crazy.
I'm like, because then we think of you think of that part, but then you have to then go back to the seaside towns and be like, wait, if that's how they normally were, they're getting it 10 times over.
The thing what baffles me as well is like when it snows and when it's raining and all these weather conditions we have, and you say like, don't we learn? Like, do we not learn from last time? Like, we need to make this more improved, and we need to make this better. We need to drain this drain, etc., etc.
No, instead, all we're saying is, oh bloody hell, it's a bit cold, isn't it? Oh bloody hell, it's a bit hot, isn't it? That's all we say.
Innit? We don't prepare ourselves.
Yeah, that's all, and then like no one does anything because that's all. It's like, oh, wish it was the other thing.
We're talking about our country and what happens here. Like, we're very blessed that we don't get like tsunamis, we don't get heat waves, we don't get droughts, we don't get what's the other one?
Monsoon.
Well, just general earthquakes. We don't get natural disasters in the UK, which is we're very lucky with. We only really get like really bad rain, flooding, etc. But if you think about like South American countries, Eastern Asia, etc., further afield, and it's all like tsunamis, and you get like earthquakes that can literally kill, etc. It's like, we're very blessed to be in the UK where we don't have natural disasters like this. No. But you've got places like that who
we just do it to ourselves.
Yeah, basically. But, it's crazy.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
Hey, shout out the people in Derby, man. I mean, I ain't gonna
just
lie.
Generally UK wide.
Also, anyone who's been affected. I saw that thing, London flooding 2023. I was like, as we were coming here. So
yeah, it's crazy.
Let's check it.
There's been a lot happen. Like it is a bit. I don't know. It's just It's just mad to see that study, and to even like the things they're talking about is wild. Like the population being like trying to make it smaller population and not growing too fast, which we all know like a lot of places are overcrowded, not just the UK but like generally further afield we haven't got enough housing and etc., which is just crazy. And it's like, I'm not saying let's stop the population, let's do that, but I think we need to get better in general. Like, we know the signs, we know the stuff, but I just find it wild that like we're at this point. Like,
I mean, it's getting closer and closer every time. It's a bit nerve-wracking as well.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
Isn't it?
So hey, You best be going vegan, you people out there. I'm not even gonna lie. No,
Well, apparently,
let's help out.
do you
the
know what?
environment.
Apparently, though, plant-based diets are much healthier than like meat and etc.
Of course.
Which makes a lot of sense.
See,
but,
even you say, I was like, yes,
obviously
yeah.
makes sense, but
Like way healthier.
But yeah, talking about train stations and travel, etc. I've got another story that's just wild, and
It's not about the tube and the transport system. Right?
No. We're good.
I don't like.
I'm already done with that anyway.
Not a fan.
With that 7.5 hours, 8 hours journey.
He said, "I'm over it.
I'm done. So basically, I don't know if you saw this, but there's a video circulating in the internet recently, and basically there was a young lady who was waiting on a platform, and there was this obviously old man who basically crossed the other platform. So my man was sat over like on the other side.
It's like platform 3 over here, platform 2 over there.
Yeah, and then obviously there's another platform over here, so like the tracks in between.
Oh yeah.
He's literally crossed the track, walked over the track to talk to this girl. And she's basically said she was waiting alone for a friend at the Bruce Grove train station, which I believe is in Tottenham, if I'm correct, area. It's Tottenham area. And he basically jumped the platform. So he got onto the tracks, jumped over. He crossed the tracks.
He went from one platform, went on the tracks, and
then crossed over to talk to her.
Just to speak to her.
Literally. And immediately tried to intimidate her, basically. He sat down next to her, and then she basically politely kind of ignored him, was like leave me alone. And in the video, you can see her saying this, like, leave me alone, and he's following her, and she's got up and tried to walk away, and he's followed her, and she's like been very polite, and obviously then she's got very like, obviously uneasy and uncomfortable, and she was like just saying like, F off, leave me alone, I'm not interested, don't. And he said, I'm follow you though, and he's like literally following her the whole way. And she's recording it, and then as she's like left to go down the stairs to get away from him, obviously he's got angrier and angrier, obviously she didn't want his attention. She stopped recording because he basically said he would grab her phone, and you can hear on the video he's there like, I'll grab your phone though, and like try to take it. Anyway, he kept blocking her exit and so she couldn't get out. Eventually she was able to shout for help. And people in the street started noticing, obviously she was uneasy and uncomfortable, and a couple of people came over, and luckily enough, she said like a brave woman came and was like, leave her alone, got in between her, and the woman said, run, like leave. So eventually she ran away and was able to get home, etc. But it's just wild, like, why don't men understand no? But
also my guy was doing like part in the Red Sea, like Moses just went across the tracks to speak to gal and said, I bet my man's like, no, but let me chat to you.
On the video you hear that's all he says.
Let me chat to you.
Yeah, let me chat to you.
Let me say my I've seen, and then it's like, and he's like, no, but let me say my piece though. He's like, you're just there.
If you're one of them people,
tell him.
And a woman says no to you or doesn't want your attention, etc., don't carry it on. Like, don't cry. Because if that happened to me, I'm embarrassed, you know. Like, if I've approached a woman, or girl, whatever, and they've literally denied me and said, no, leave me alone, I'm not interested, whatever, I am not begging for their attention. I am literally going, I'm taking that L.
You just
I'm running with it, bro. Like,
you know what? Have a good night. No worries.
Literally simple.
Have a good night.
Simple. And it worries me that there's people like that, because imagine if people wasn't around. Like, what would have happened? Like, because obviously she was alone on the platform because there was no one else there. And obviously she said that as well. There was no one else on the platform to help. And obviously that's why he felt more comfortable probably to come and doing it. But again, she also said that being the people coming over to her when the situation got a bit more heated, didn't seem to faze him at all. He was just there.
He didn't even get fazed by the public. That's why I'm like,
to cross a train track.
Oh, but I don't even know what that is anymore. Like, you're not even you're not even embarrassed by the nose and being like, okay, let me just leave. You persist, and now people, the whole public, are watching you, and you're still there. Like, let me chat to you. Bro, go home. Go to church. Like, do something else with yourself. Like, you need, like, something, bro. Like, what? Like, that doesn't make... Nah.
It's just embarrassing.
But this is the problem. This is also, like, one of the many problems. This is, like, why, you know... That's why, like... I mean, obviously, tubes weren't talkative before, but, like, no one... It's mad trying to look someone in the eye nowadays on, like, the tube, because people will be like... They don't want to get involved with anything, because you never know.
Yeah, I hear you.
But even with this, it's also, like... You can't even just go out anymore without a fear of someone being too persistent, and then and it's so dangerous, because it's like, well, like, this is why a lot of women feel so, they don't want to chat to all these man them because a lot of these man them move wild. Brother says, "Oh, let me chat to you though." No, where you going? Like, I'll grab your phone.
Yeah,
at your big age.
I'll take it though.
At your big age, I'll take your phone. Like, for what reason? What? Like, she doesn't want your number.
Innit?
She don't want to go Nando's with you. She don't want to do any of it. Like, let her go, bro. Like, It's a weird, it's not even a flex, bro. That's just dead.
It's just
dead.
It's just like, because the thing is, when you speak to girls, and obviously we have friends who are girls, and we have obviously friends, women, obviously partners, etc. You hear this, and it's just there, like, people just being consistently like on them, like, and it's just there, like,
creepy. It's creepy.
It's like, aren't you embarrassed? Do you know what I mean? Like, do you know what I mean?
Guy, Olua Tim is eating the jollof rice. Go on, my boy.
Do you know what I mean?
Go on.
Do you know
You're
what
not embarrassed.
It's true though.
Come on.
It's so true. Like,
bro said it.
That's one of the things. Like, that's the first thing that would just make me not want. Like, I would literally I would want the world to swallow me up at that moment.
Bro, exactly.
It's just,
but also to just get rejected, that's a lot of learning you can do, because clearly your breath stinky, you're coming with a wrong drip, or something. But it's like, okay, you know what? Let's go back and like review that. You don't need to then be like, no.
Yeah.
But now, because then that's also the thing, is like, is that now just your ego, or is it just like a place of like you've never been told no? Because that's both are really, it's messed up in both ways.
I think it's a situation though, like 9 times out of 10, a girl might entertain it depending how you approach him. Yeah. I think my guys crossed the train tracks.
Like, I'm already fearing my life.
Exactly.
You're insane. You could have got electrocuted. You're tapped.
Exactly. Straight away, I'm panicking anyway if I was a woman, because it's like, why is he crossing? Like, why is he going to get to me so quickly?
Yeah.
Like, if he wanted to move to me, you can cross the station. It's not a big station.
No.
So that's already wild.
But also, just like, go home. At that time, I swear it's like nighttime in the video as well. It's like,
it's dark.
Like, I'm knackered.
It's just wild that she's done that, and I mean, he's done that, and then like, I think she would have respected him more if he came round. Like, you know what I mean? Because she might even been there like, oh, I'll chat to you, if he's come round and actually been like, hi, just wanted to speak to you, kind of thing.
Listen. I just came to chat. Hey, you're beautiful, by the way. Like,
hey,
man, you know what I mean? Hey, sorry, I forgot you're in the room. Hey, let me not. Let me pause that. Hey, no. Don't go anywhere.
I will go somewhere. But no, I get you. Like, that might have been more of an impression to her because it's more respectful.
Yeah, no.
Then crossing the blooming tracks.
Yeah, my guy's doing Subway Surfer. He's Subway Surfer. My guy's doing a little spray painting, woo, and then started like, get out of here, bro. Get out of here with
Subway
your
Surfer.
idiocy, bro.
That is
like, what are you
top
on?
3. That is top 3 comments on this podcast.
Yeah, Subway Surfer, bro. He is. And then he's like, nah, let me chat to you now. I'm like, bro, are you well? First of all, are you well? Get away from me. Nah. Hey,
that sent me west. Man said Subway Surfer, and you know that everybody's played that game. That we all know we played that game. We know exactly what he's chatting about.
Exactly.
That was a game. You know, in primary school, not primary school, in secondary school. I used to on the iPod.
It was that
Touch.
and Jungle Run. That was the thing back in the
Jungle Run.
Yeah, if you know your thing,
oh
don't
my
worry about that.
God.
Yeah.
Jungle Run.
Yeah. That was it.
Jesus.
That
was a banger. And then it was like. And Temple Run. Was it Temple Run you're on about? Not Jungle Run.
Temple.
It's
Temple
Temple
that was a TV show. Yeah, Temple. Temple
Is
Run?
this Temple Run?
Is it Temple Run?
It's Temple Run because they brought 2 out as well.
Yo.
Because it was like the yellow,
Jungle Run was the CITV. Don't worry about them ones. That's old school.
That's a banger though.
That slap, yeah.
But yeah, that was mad. Anyway, going back to that.
Listen.
Subway Surfer's class. I don't know. Anyway.
Wild. To go back to it, it's just weird.
If you're moving to girls, then yeah, that's not the way to do it.
Do it in a way you're like, if someone did this to me, how would I react? And if someone's walking up to you across the tracks, you really gonna be like, rah, you know
Assess
what?
the situation.
Weird.
Assess it.
Yeah, like, and if no, go home. No, go home. Welcome to the new slogan, ladies and gentlemen.
No, go home.
No, go home.
Not ET phone home.
Nah.
It's a go home.
Go home.
I get you. Yeah.
Seriously, man.
I just found it wild.
So weird.
I just had to bring it up on here because it was just like, Like, it's just funny because it's not funny, but it's funny at the same time. It's like, is this what men are doing? Like, because obviously,
out in here,
if he's brave enough to cross tracks for a gal on her own, what's he capable of? Like,
which is very sus. Which is also then like, that's why I'm like, this is weird. That's a weird situation to be in. Let alone then, if you can do this, God forbid, like what else you can actually like get into. But yeah, I hope she's okay. At least she got home safe. Do you know what I mean? But
yeah, she had to run.
Yeah,
she had to dip.
Had to be helped by the public.
Yeah, which is crazy. I hope she's well and safe anyway. But
of course, man.
Yeah, man.
But listen, guys, if you're trying to get out of London, all right, or if you're just trying to get out of the Midlands where it's flooding, go to the Scottish Highlands. Do you know why? No, it's a big switch up here, all right?
I've never been to Scotland. Oh, no, I have.
Yeah, you...
Sorry.
Why are you lying, bro? Why are you lying for the podcast?
Sorry.
But basically, I know all of you back in the day, well, some of you who are our age, definitely grew up with this lovely fictional character. It goes by the name of Shrek, ladies and gentlemen. And for the first time ever, all right, Shrek's swamp can actually be lived in. Airbnb have listed Shrek Swamp, I quote, like as a rental option in Scotland, all right? So this was announced in September. The bookings were meant to be happening for the end of this month, actually. So by the time you see it, sorry guys, it's gone. But however, you get Shrek's bed, you get the outhouse. It even has the logo of like Beware Ogre. It's set up exactly like in like A Tale Far, Far, Far Away. You know what I mean? The living quarters, I believe you get the amenities include towels, bedding, soap, toilet paper, heat. Of course, like my guy looked after himself. But however, you don't get Wi-Fi, a washer, kitchen, TV, shampoo, because Shrek never used any of these things ever in his life. But what I found wild was...
So you're just going to stink.
yeah, you will stink, but it's the enjoyment.
I'm about to say, it's the experience.
We all love the nostalgia. You know, who didn't want to live in Shrek Swamp when they were younger? This guy, did you not?
Yeah, no, I would have, I
would have stayed for a few days. With Donkey.
Yeah.
With Donkey.
And Puss in Boots.
Yeah,
I would have felt safe as fuck there.
Be chilling,
Puss in Boots, you know.
Yeah, that guy's absolutely taking anyone down.
Man will be on job.
Yeah.
From day.
But what's surprising about this, man's on job. What's surprising is it's not a contest, but apparently they were listing it for £0 a night. Because obviously, like in the films, it's a safe haven for fairy tale creatures of all kinds. I think you're definitely paying an arm and a leg for the place, but apparently Airbnb listed it at £0 a night. So I'm like, listen,
mad.
If you obviously request a book, and then they're gonna review who gets the place, because you could get it from October 27th to the October 29th.
Okay, so somebody, as we're recording this, will be there now.
100, or we can just take the car after this podcast, go to Scotland, just get them out, and we just
London to Scotland.
Yeah, quick thing.
Okay.
CrunchTime goes Scotland.
Yeah, but do you know that? Yeah, okay. Do you know how far that is?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He said
it's about 8 hours, I think, from here.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh.
It's just like 5 hours from me, and you're about 3 hours from me.
From you, yeah. 8. Yeah.
8, yeah.
Nice. That's
maths and that.
Well, listen, I would go there though. I think
have you got pictures?
I do have pictures as well.
I mean, we'll put them on, but yeah,
we'll definitely put them on. But I think
I want to see this.
It's a beautiful place.
Is it?
I've literally like take a look. All right, don't look.
Show me from here.
There's a lot of pop-ups here, lad.
Just show me from here.
Yeah, wait a minute.
Look at this guy, not even prepared.
I had it, bro. I just.
So I imagine it's going to be exactly what I imagine it as when I was a child. Then.
Yeah, 100%. Like
and they listed it for £0. What is that? Just why was there any reason for it? Was it just to kind of get people there? Because obviously people are still going to pay for it, even if it was like 100, 200, 300. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I think it was more the nod just to the because obviously it was like it's a safe. Any fairy tale creature can come along, and you're just like, oh, okay, this is lit. You know. Do you
have to fight a dragon, or
I probably wouldn't want to be fighting a dragon. Look at that.
So it's literally exactly like it. Like it's literally I would
look inside
exactly
as well.
like it. Mad.
It's actually
a little bit cleaner, I would say, probably.
Like you even got the outhouse. Yeah, that's the toilet thing. You know what I mean? Like you remember this. You will put it. Yeah, you remember the toilet. It's a classic, bro. But listen, I don't know about you, but if I wasn't here, I would be in Scotland right now. So,
all right. So this is
Nah,
inconvenience
bro.
to you.
This was my way to share the good news. You know what I mean? Shrek was the thing back in the day. You can't even lie
honestly,
about it.
yeah, Shrek.
You can't
Shrek
even
was
lie
cold.
about it. Like he was. It was
Shrek. It was Shrek, Monster Inc.
Yeah.
Which were the two ones I used to love.
Ever Spy Kids? Were you
Spy Kids was class.
Spy
yeah,
Kids,
there's some good Disney films.
Yeah.
Wait, is Shrek Disney?
Shrek was
Disney, is it?
Pix? DreamWorks, because you had the Man on the Moon, I swear.
But isn't that Pixar? Oh, Man on the Moon. Sorry, if I meant the
No, not the land.
yeah.
No.
Toy Story was one of them.
Toy Story
Cold.
was Pix. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. I always get that mixed up as well, actually,
Yeah.
sometimes.
But
It's
Shrek
weird.
was cold.
Shrek was the one. Shrek was 1, 2, and 3 even.
Yeah, I watched them all, but obviously one was the first one you watch.
Like,
Was that?
gumdrop buttons.
Yeah, the gingerbread man.
Yeah, Lord Farquaad and all
love
that.
gingerbread.
Huh?
Sorry, I just think about gingerbread.
What?
It's Christmas time soon. Do you know what I mean?
Lad, it's October. We haven't even done Halloween yet.
I know, innit? Do you know what's
What
so
are you
mad?
on?
I went in a shop the other day. They were playing Christmas music.
No.
I literally had to walk out. I'm not even joking.
It's October the 28th for recording. Like, come on. Like, this is not it.
And I'm telling you now, I went in the shop what are we on? We're 28th. 2 weeks ago.
2 weeks?
Yeah, and there were maybe even 3. You know, I think it was beginning of October, and they were playing Christmas songs. I remember I was there, and I was there like, what? And you only have to pause and think to yourself. I understand getting stuff on the shelves because obviously people like to get their decoration and stuff, but who's buying decorations now?
It's beginning to look. Nah, bro, I'm not doing. I don't like that. I don't like
Michael
that.
Bublé's starting to defrost, ready for Christmas.
Yeah,
do you
he
know what
said,
I mean?
time to earn that residual. Like,
I only see him at Christmas time.
of course,
Like,
he's mastered it now. He did a Mariah Carey.
Innit, true.
You never hear about him until it's like, oh, okay, it's Christmas
wait,
time.
so who's that band who do a Christmas song? Oh, I know it's Wish It Could Be Christmas Every Day. Do you know that's the only song that they've ever made?
Could be Christmas.
Yeah. Do you know that's the only song they've ever made, and they're like how much money they make off it every Christmas.
Yeah.
And generally
Is like
is enough for them to keep living and keep being rich and etc.
But that's
It's crazy,
is
innit?
like, it's Christmas.
Is it that one? It's like
Oh, I wish it could be Christmas. We're not doing it.
No,
It's October.
Yeah. But yeah, that song, literally, I think I can't remember what band it is, but if I'm correct, they've only made 3 songs or something.
Wish it could be Christmas.
And that one song makes them the most money every single time. They don't even need to they just don't
even
need to they
work
don't even,
on another track.
Literally.
Wizard.
That's it.
Yeah, Wizard.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
I think that's the only one of their main songs, and they've just made P from it.
Yeah, it makes 180K a year.
Yeah.
Just I wish it could be Christmas. How? Yeah, that's crazy.
Mate, you don't need to work again.
180K.
You can live for 180k. 180k.
100K.
100k's.
100K. It's like the 110 from the casino.
100 though. 100.
Oh yeah, fair.
Still splitting that, yeah.
Don't go anywhere.
But yeah, no, that's mad. That's
Yeah,
mad.
so Shrek's one, man.
Digress a little bit, but
it was necessary though.
Shrek Shromp. Yeah.
180K.
That's mad, 180k. But yeah, don't be playing Christmas songs in October. Let's wait till end of November.
Give it some time to breathe. Do you know what I mean?
I hate it because I think then it spoils Christmas, Because
Yeah.
then you just you hear it too much. You're there oh my god, it's here.
Yeah.
I know there's only 8 weeks left or whatever like that, but I think we should do it if I could control, I would have it December. That
Really?
should be how it would be. Either coming to the end
December
of November
1st.
or just December.
Okay, so December 1st.
Yeah.
If you were Prime Minister, you would decree.
Yeah, I would
December
declare
1st.
across the UK.
I love how you said, yes, I would.
But no,
public service.
because obviously Christmas markets open around that time anyway. So
Yeah. And the ice rink and,
Yeah.
Winter Wonderland.
yeah, where are you going this year? Have you got one planned?
I'm not going to, I don't want to go to Winter Wonderland.
I'm going to a different one. I think I might explore.
What, a Christmas market?
Yeah.
I want to go to Manchester.
Manchester's really good. It was busy when I went last year though.
Yeah.
Mad busy. I couldn't walk basically there. It was bad.
Oh, really? That's what I mean. I would go to Manchester, but if not, I think I'm trying to go abroad for Christmas. Do you know what I mean? So that's defo the plan, because with all this cold over here, I'm thinking I'm good.
I would love
It'd be
to go.
Yeah, just nice to get some heat. You know what I mean? Soon come.
Soon come indeed. Soon come indeed.
Come on.
Well, we wanted to kind of end the podcast on this certain topic. As you're probably aware, we are not a very political podcast at all. But as you're aware in the current situation that's going on in Palestine, we felt like as a collective, as a podcast, and person who has a platform and has a voice, we couldn't really not speak about current affairs to educate listeners and obviously further afield and see who this really gets to. As you're probably aware, like I said, the current situation that's going on in Palestine is very, very, very dire. It's obviously very, very sad to see every day what's happening. And we just wanted to kind of bring our voice to it and just kind of just speak on it, really. I felt like it would be very wrong for us not to do it with the voice we have and the following we have, etc. So I just want to kind of talk a little bit about it to educate you and just to kind of get the knowledge out there and just so we can make a change of what's going on. As you're probably aware, obviously, it's kind of Israel versus Palestine. That's what the narrative is giving you. Obviously, it's a terrorist organization, which is Hamas, who invaded Israel. And obviously now that Israel obviously are continuously, basically bombing Palestine with the US help in a nutshell. First of all, we want to kind of describe that it's not a Jewish versus Muslim. That is a myth. Because if you look back history, it goes deeper than that. So a lot of people already think that it's Jewish people versus Muslim and etc. It's not. Main reasons are there's been a blockade since 2007 with Israel and Palestine. They've been oppressed for years and years by Israel. Palestine have. They've been limited to basic human rights, where their water's been shut off. Humanitarian aid's been shut off. They've had a wall built. Just everything's just been blocking them to be able to just generally live. And obviously it's come to a dire point where we are now.
Yeah. And I think what is, thanks for bringing this up, first of all, because we did discuss whether this would be a good call. And I think it's definitely necessary. Especially with this, it's, like we say, it's not something that has just happened overnight. Of course, we know about October 7th, how Hamas had killed 1,400 Israelis, and now there's over 7,000 Palestinians.
Yeah, so the couple of facts which is just really mad is that I think this is as of 2 days ago. I think it's gone up now. But as 2 days ago, the total death toll of Palestinians were 7,028.
Yeah.
This is on the 26th of October, this fact was. This is 70% were women, children, 70%. And elders. Yes, 70% of people who have died were women, children, and elders, mostly babies and children. They also believe that over 3,000 people are still stuck between the rubble and underneath a lot of, obviously, buildings and etc.
And that's the thing, because everyone there's a lot that is going on in that area, and especially with Gaza, which is that narrow strip of land. It's sandwiched between Israel and the Mediterranean Sea. Okay, it's got a short border as well with Egypt, but that place, the Gaza Strip, that you probably be seeing on social media quite a lot about, is only 25 miles long. Do you know, like, that's not, if we talk about in terms of England, like that could be like west to east. Do you know what I'm saying? Like it's a very small strip of land. And almost 2 million Palestinians live there as well. And I believe the fact and figure of it was 1.1 million at the moment are currently homeless or without a home. So that's over 50% of people who don't even have those, clean access to water as well. There's been potential things about potential Israel forces putting cement in the water. It's quite dire. And also to be in a place where you're not even able to thrive anyway, and then have the fear of not being able to sleep at night. I mean, if I may, we were doing all this research last night, and we even found out a new video which was showing forces bombing Gaza at night.
Yeah, so to give you a bit of context, literally this happened as of last night.
Yeah.
What basically happened last night is that they cut off the whole internet for Gaza. They completely blacked out the whole place, so there was no internet, there was no light, there was nothing for people to be sharing what's happening, and then that's what it is. You see, like, there's a lot of videos that have been hard to watch. I've seen a lot of videos. I follow a lot of accounts that obviously give you the actual news and the actual from where it's happening, and it was showing you that they're completely, there's no internet there. They're completely cut off now. And it just shows you, them just basically just being bombed and bombed and bombed and bombed. And it's scary to think what's going to come now, what we're going to see in the next few days. Israel basically, compiled a lot of forces, and they destroyed all forms of communication, electricity, for their ground invasion. And as well as their ground invasion, they've just been dropping bombs and bombs and bombs. And a very scary fact, and which I found, is Israel have dropped over 6,000 bombs in the Gaza Strip within 6 days. And imagine how we just discussed how small the Gaza Strip is.
Yeah, 25 miles.
6,000 bombs in 6 days. This is nearly matching US's total. So when we went to war with Afghanistan, this is matching that within a year. So within 6 days, Israel and the US, bearing in mind, because they're supplying all of this, they've dropped over 6,000 bombs. They've already outdone.
So in 6 days, they've totaled a year's worth of Afghanistan.
Basically. Which is just unreal to hear, especially hearing last night. Obviously, it's very upsetting to hear that.
Especially
imagine what they're doing. Like, we see these videos now when they have electricity, when they have light, etc. Think about what we're seeing now. Like, they're completely in darkness. They have nothing. It's clear genocide. It's a clear cleansing of an ethnic group. This is breaking hundreds of international war crimes, committing multiple war crimes. In fact, I mean, examples are war crimes are basically stuff like bombing hospitals, schools, churches, stuff like that. Then they bombed one of the third oldest churches in the world. They've been bombing mosques, etc., etc. So it's just one of them situations where the news will give you a different aspect to it. The news will give you what you want to hear, and we know this from Black Lives Matter. We know this. We know this, and I think this is where you see UK are out protesting. You see Spain. I could sit here and name so many countries that are sat protesting.
Yeah,
because we have a voice finally. We see it.
Yeah, there was even one in Wales.
Everywhere, literally everywhere.
Like,
every city, every town, every country are doing it because we see what's actually going on. We know what's actually happening.
Yeah, it's not that us v them mentality. It's just humanity.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And I think that's such a good point, because it's like very interesting with the research is, like, when I was researching, obviously you look at Israelis and there's a certain terminology they would use for these 1,400 people, but yet a lot of main news corporations weren't talking about the Palestinian aspect.
Yeah.
They really humanize the plight of Israel. Completely understand as well. But then if you're then not even talking about, if we're having to find this thing about Israel bombing at night through social media, it's like, what are the news reporters doing? Or what are they, what is that narrative they're really trying to push?
And it goes, yeah, exactly. I totally agree. And I think it goes on to the fact of, like, what they're doing in the light, what they're going to do at night. And they've already been lied. They've already been proven that they've lied about the bombing of the hospital because of the tweet that got deleted. They're trying to blame it on Hamas, where Hamas haven't got the destruction of the bombs that have been happening. They're just lying through their teeth. And, it's crazy to think that is happening. And then even there was a video of one of the hostages that that was given over, and she was literally sat there speaking about what happened, and she was saying how obviously it's not nice to be a hostage, but she was saying that they were never hurt, they were never given no food, that they were always treated very nicely, they had nice area to sleep, etc. Hostage? Yeah, remember the video I showed you? And she was speaking about it. She basically was speaking about her experience, and basically not giving any bad word. And as soon as because she was sat like at a news conference, as soon as they realised what she was basically saying, they've all come and took the mics away and videos away.
Oh, like the military troops.
Yeah, because they know what she realised what she's saying is literally showing that Hamas aren't, obviously they're a bad group, don't get me wrong, but like they're showing that they're not hostages and where they're trapped, tied up, etc., which is what Israel are trying to say. So it's just showing you that it's just crazy, and that the news headline was there like she's gone through hell and etc. It's just crazy that we're here. But we like I said, we just really wanted to just, I felt like as a podcast, and as people who we have friends who are Muslim, friends who are, have family, in Palestine, etc., I felt like we couldn't we couldn't speak on it. We couldn't give our view and just have a voice like we have and not say anything.
Yeah, we had to. And I think this, I respect, because this was obviously a conversation, but I respect the fact that we're actually doing it.
Yeah.
And I think what was really good was, listen, like, my last point would be Riyad Mansour, the Palestinian UN ambassador. So obviously he said that of the people killed, 70 of those killed in Gaza were children and women. And his quote that he said, which really like rung out to me, was, if you do not stop it for all those who were killed, stop it for all those whose lives we can still save. And that's ultimately what we're just trying to say here.
Exactly.
So
I think it goes down to we're all human. And the videos I've seen and the things that I've seen and tough things I've seen, it's just, you know, as a human, you don't want this to happen to anyone or anything, whether what they're doing is right, what they're doing is wrong, etc. You know, it's just one of them. And, you know, to finally end it on, we just want to say free Palestine. Our thoughts and prayers are with them and for everybody who's been affected. So yeah, we just wanted to have that moment with you guys and just have a voice for everybody.
yeah, I like that though. We can do funny things, but I think at the same time it's nice to be just a bit more grounded.
Of course.
And just actually talk about what's going on, because we're not blind to it. And that have the privilege of something like this, this can be shared around.
Exactly.
This can be like, you know, it's something just to really like, it's a call to action.
Of course.
You know,
Yeah.
I'm sure we can leave like links as well.
Yeah, obviously we're calling for a ceasefire right now, so we'll leave links to that so you can vote, so we can get that in. There's been some good movement recently with different. I think Dubai's been pushing for it. Colombia, Spain, all of these countries are really pushing for it, and it's getting to a final stage now that we're able to put a ceasefire in and stop what's happening, and obviously investigate what's happening. But yeah. So just sign it, you know, get the support out there to them, because obviously they're struggling. So yeah, our thoughts and prayers are with them and everybody who's been affected. But yeah,
guys,
that is episode 9.
That's episode 9. We came with some facts, but we came with some fun times. Why not? You know what I mean? But thank you guys so much for like tuning in. If you've managed to get this far as well, appreciate you. And if you're new as well, you know what I mean? Come join the family. Exactly. Subscribe, do all the good stuff, right?
Exactly. You know what to do. Subscribe, like, comment.
Come on.
If you're listening on Spotify, make sure to leave us a nice little review.
Yeah.
You know, I really appreciate that.
Yeah.
And get following, turn the notification bell on for YouTube and Spotify for when we post. So yeah.
And also with comments as well. Yeah. Give us some ideas or like topics you want us to talk about.
Direct message us. Anything.
Yeah, the DMs and whatnot. Just give us things, because I think it'll be good to like get some engagement from the people as well. Yeah. But we appreciate you all for tuning in.
As always, take care. Love to you all. Peace.
In a bit.
Your dreams and ambitions will take you out of the hood, cause you know what's better. A life of vibes and bliss, or the one where the OGs apply that pressure. But that don't mean they respect ya. Nah, I never took notes in that lecture.